Not me forgetting how to unmute my mic. Hey y'all, happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to any mothers that may hear this, whether live or on replay. It's Otaku Talk Sunday, and I'm here with Twan, and we're just going to be doing an anime roundup because anime has sucked us into the bottomless pit of content. And so we're going to use this episode to talk about not only demons we've been doing every week, but other things that we have started watching in Hell's Paradise, which everybody's kind of talking about, and I just caught up on. So we got a few things to talk about. But hello, Twan, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
I am trying to wake myself up because I took a little nap.
Oh, really? Yeah, we having mic stuff. Twan's mic is different today. You a little low. Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, sorry about that. My it just completely stopped working. I plugged it up.
No,
Light won't come on.
that's so annoying.
Yeah, I'm about to spend another 60.
But yeah, those cords on those mics are weird. So forgive us for sound issues or anything. Hopefully, this summer I'm so ready to be back home with my microphone that might not even work, but it's cool, whatever. But hey, technically present, welcome. So yeah, it's a hot day. So if I sound a little tired, it's just because I'm hot. So I'm not moving a lot, and there is a fan kind of in the back, and it's just gonna be there today. So it is what it is. Y'all are getting a real experience. If we were in anime right now, this would be that scene where whatever those bugs are, because I feel like we have those in the South. You know how you watch anime and it's like super hot, that summer episode, every slice of life romance anime has, and it's hot, and everybody's sitting outside and they always say it's hot. Like, I feel like I'm in that episode of anime today.
I wish I was in that one. What's that anime that you was watching with the man with the ice powers?
Oh yeah, ooh, yeah. The ice guy, his cool female coworker or something like that.
There you go. He needs to be around, getting embarrassed.
And shit. Yeah, I could definitely use his powers for sure. Let's see. I turned my volume down. Okay, it's me. It was a me thing. But let's just kind of jump right into it because we have 4 or 5 anime to kind of talk about. But of course, we're going to start with Demon Slayer because episode 6 premiered today at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And boy, what an episode. It felt so short. It felt so short. What did you think of episode 6 of Demon Slayer?
It was surprisingly emotional. I didn't expect to be in my feels in this episode.
Really?
Yeah, I was over here sad because we got
Genya.
Yeah, we got Genya's backstory.
Yeah,
and it was
right. I was so scared he was about to die. Like, is he gonna die? He's gonna die.
I mean, they be giving the demons their backstory before they die, so we gonna see. Because I guess we're starting to get a glimpse into what's going on with him. Because I was a little irritated that they just kept it going. Like, y'all not going to address the fact that this man is a demon? Like, it just moving.
That's the annoying thing to me, that they didn't just say it.
Right.
Like, Tanjiro didn't even just say, like, are you a demon? Like, Tanjiro really was like, what's wrong with you? You a whole demon slayer, and you sitting here talking about what's wrong with you. That felt weird to me. But that Tanjiro wouldn't just be like, oh my God, you're a demon?
It's like he turns around, he's like staring at him or whatever. I think he even goes up to choke him. He's just like, I'm not gonna let you get he brings up, which I was happy they brought up. It was like, you didn't defeat the upper 6 on your own. That's why you're not a Hashira yet. So I'm like, okay, we got clarification on that, because we was just talking about that, I think, the last episode. Like,
we were strong, yeah.
but that
yeah, but you have to kill him yourself. Yeah,
I feel like there's something that it should get like maybe even I hate to take away from Tanjiro, but he was actually working with a Hashira. Inosuke and Zenitsu was over there doing their best on their own. So I feel,
but I think if they did it, they still did it together. I think it has to be a completely solo kill.
He's technically
But the BS part about that is that Tanjiro just beheaded 4 people at once. And like, so does it have to be the beheading that kills? Like, does it have to be you have to do the killing blow by yourself?
Yeah, I'm assuming if they're gonna be that anal about giving somebody some credentials for their efforts, this man it got
Right.
stabbed through the mouth, and y'all like, oh, you got help. Like what?
Help. And like, I'm just saying, Tanjiro, like, I don't know, he just beheaded 4 demons by himself.
Right.
I mean, that's still,
And
like,
all
they
while
didn't, for all they
continuing to be
knew,
a
it wasn't
motivational.
even a 5th one.
Right. And he's like out here
All the
being a
while.
motivational speaker during. Like me, I'd be like, well, you don't shut your ass up and look for this demon. Over here crying.
Tanjiro is like always got a motivational speech in his back pocket. I think he writes them and has them ready for battle. But I mean, this episode, I don't know, that was just weird. First of all, I just thought it was weird that he wouldn't just say he was a demon because, well, if he's a demon, like, did he get transformed into a demon? Like, did he take the deal from the demon? Like, if you don't know, I guess because he was talking to him, but demons talk. So I don't know. It just feels like from a battle plan perspective, wouldn't you need to know immediately if like, oh, was you a demon the whole time? Like, did you come in with this power or did you just switch up on me? Right. Right. But I guess when he was talking about becoming a Hashira first, I guess Tanjiro was like, okay, maybe.
Like,
maybe he
have some wherewithal about yourself.
Yeah, like he's still worried about that. So maybe. I don't know. But I just thought that part was a little strange for me. And it was annoying that it felt like they were dancing around, which means, what do you think? Do you think that he turned into a demon or do you think he was a half demon?
Well, you know, I'm over here like got my sleuthing hat on. I'm over here listening to every line. And the thing that stood out was when he was basically assigned from Tanjiro to find the 5th demon, which we later find out is what looks like the original form of Hantangu, but just like really small. And he was like tasked to find him. So like Tanjiro is guiding him with his nose, and he's like kind of freaking out because I guess it's taking too long. And he goes like, "This is bad" or something because I'm almost depleted. So I'm like wondering, is he talking about like blood? Is he talking about his stamina, or is he actually talking about being a demon? So like, is it something that he can go into for only a specific amount of time? Like, is it just a form that he can transform into? Like, that's what
because he can't regenerate. Yeah, because he said he couldn't regenerate his head. Mm-hmm. But we'll see. We don't know yet if he regenerated those wounds yet. I don't think we know that yet. So do you think it's a power he learned? Or do you think he's a half demon? Like, they didn't really say what happened to the mom. Like, was the mom a demon and the dad was a human? Like, do we think that's where he gets his powers from? Or, like, what do you think?
Just from the way that the backstory went, it feels like she left and got turned into a demon, right? And it doesn't look like she really had any type of crazy interaction with him besides the scar on his nose. So maybe, I don't know if demons, I'm pretty sure demons, because Rengoku was gonna, well, not going to, but he got proposition from Mikasa to turn into a demon. So it could have been where maybe she transferred a little bit of Muzan's blood into him, like just a little bit, to where maybe
the
some
scar
kind of crazy way into his body, giving him maybe a tweaked version of how Nezuko survived, you know?
Like he got kind of because what happened? Like how does it work? Like, I know some people, they say you can. Do you have to take their blood? How do they turn you into a demon?
Now,
how did Nezuko?
I know how Muzan just has to give you some of his blood, and depending on if you survive with that blood, you become a demon. And if he gives you more blood, you just instantly become stronger if you can handle it and survive. But other demons turn in demons, I'm not quite sure. I'm about to look it up. I
can't remember how Nezuko got turned into a demon.
Muzan turned her into a demon.
Oh, he did.
I'm pretty sure he did. because that's
Did
the
they
scent
show
that
that?
he's
Because I'm like,
developed.
I can't
That's
remember.
his
Did they
scent.
like show it?
That's the way Tanjiro like recognized Muzan from the entertainment district. When he caught his scent for the first
Right.
time, he flashed back to the house.
Right.
Like, this is the scent. So like, to
Oh
me,
yeah.
that obviously
That's
killed the
true.
family.
Something was. I don't know. I hope it's like a thing where his mom maybe was a demon and he's like a half demon the whole time.
I mean, it could be.
It kind of doesn't make sense that she would have been a demon the whole time though.
It doesn't, because
I feel like that would have came up
real
at
thing.
some point.
Yeah, this man is abusing her 6 children, and she's using her frail human body to protect them. I'm pretty sure she probably would have done something else.
Right.
It was really that passionate.
Unless his dad was or something like that. But his dad had died, so
yeah, he just got stabbed by some mugger or something like that.
By somebody. So I don't know. It seems like they have more backstory to tell us about him. So I don't think he's gonna die, because I feel like, well, they didn't include it in the flashback. So I feel like there's gonna be a conversation that he tells Tanjiro about that, because I do think it's gonna go the way of it's gonna be helpful information for Nezuko. So it feels like there is another conversation that needs to happen or will happen that hasn't happened yet.
Let me see. So I found this on this website. In Demon Slayer, can a demon aside from Muzan turn a human into a demon? It says kind of. The upper rank 12 Kizuki are allowed to give blood to a human to turn them into a demon, but it's technically still an act of Muzan's will. It works like this: when an upper rank gives blood to a human, their intent to create a new demon is broadcast to Muzan. He will judge the recruit and initiate the turn to turn them into the demon he approves of, which makes sense.
I'm thinking that's what had happened with Gyutaro, right? Because Doma, he turned him.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, okay. That's a little bit more clarity. But yeah, that was like kind of weird how they were dancing around it. So I don't think that's the last weird. I don't think Genya's gone, because that's not. I think there's still a lot of information we need from Genya that's going to be important to whatever's going to happen. But yeah, this episode was pretty much just them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, we didn't see our Sailor Scout.
We got to see. Yeah, we didn't.
I was really
which they are really holding out on her. So I'm like, what the fuck is going to happen?
I watched that scene back because I watched the episode again before I watched this new one, and it was when she was fighting the big fish, and I heard the magical girl sounds again when they did the slice. I was like,
it's so cute. I wanted to
see her in like a bloodlust fight. They still doing these sparkles.
I know. So like, let's get to that, because we saw that we didn't really see her. We didn't get a lot of Gyoko, but he did get a lot of screen time the previous episode. So I mean, that kind of made more sense. But we haven't seen her. So like, where do we see this going? Like, if Tanjiro beheads Tiny Huntangu, it sounds like this is going to be it for this one. So it sounds like Gyoko might end up being the problem, or are you still thinking we're going to take some kind of break in here, or the sun's going to come up, or something like that? What are you thinking is going to kind of happen? Because we're on episode 6.
So we got the we see that the beheading of these 4 isn't going to do it, right? Like, they're still being able to regenerate and continue fighting, which is a big ass problem. So Zero on the left to go try to behead this miniature demon, which, by the way, him running, this animation is so dark when it comes to this upper moon, because I'm so confused whether I'm laughing or genuinely terrified.
I know, he's scared. He's so strange that he disturbs me. He's so weird. I can't wait to see his backstory. He's so strange.
Like, when he went to go cut his neck and then it broke on that tiny ass neck, that was already like oh damn. But then I don't know, it was something about after that moment and he was still running and nothing was affecting him. That, like, I really kind of got chills. I was like, this point is going to buck up on y'all. Like, I'm not I don't think this is gonna end in the next episode or the one after that. I feel like
You
there's
don't think he gonna
something
stay
else.
small? You don't think he gonna stay
No,
small?
I'm not. No, this man is he's too menacing in this original form. Like, I don't even think, I think this whole splitting off of heads is one thing, it's one problem, but I feel like
Hmm.
him on his own is going to be a different story. Or there's something
Oh,
else
that is,
too.
or if they all like go back into the main body and he actually does fight, like he might be like super strong
He's
because he's stronger
just,
than Gyoko.
it's just his everything about him. I feel like this is a treasure trove of creepy that I feel like they can't just put to the side and give us this regular old fight over here with these four demons. He is so interesting to me just from his entrance when
Yeah,
they were just sitting there talking. He just opened that door and just started crawling in, bitch. I like it's. I feel like they
he
have to
he
do something
does
with him. They have
he
to.
does scare me. I think he's so powerful. And shout out to Critically Drinking for resubbing for another month over on Twitch. Appreciate you. Just wanted to shout you out.
Hey,
He does scare me. I hope it's over. I really want it to be over because it's two of them.
yeah.
But I just don't feel like it is. But I'm like, because he's 5, right? And Gyoko's 6,
hmm I
right?
feel like I feel like
So I'm like,
we're gonna get. I really. I think because I'm just Gyoko is one thing. Like, I don't know, he's interested in everything, but I don't know. I just feel like I would want Gyoko to die first. Like, I kind of am interested in seeing after this episode. I'm just too
mhm.
interested in this little this demon. Like, what is he about? Gyoko
They
is just
both are
he's real.
weird.
Yeah, but he just seems so straightforward, sadistic. Like Gyoko, he just
Yeah,
sounds
that's
like
true.
crazy and into art, and
He's just
you
like a
know,
twisted artist kind of energy. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
it feels like I mean, obviously, I feel like they can definitely goop me with whatever his backstory is.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
finna really like get her. They finna snatch our edges with Gyoko. I feel it, but he does feel familiar though. Like if you watched a lot of anime,
yeah,
his villain archetype
yes,
feels familiar.
hmm exactly.
Yeah,
And I'm sure there's some anime out here with Hantangu's archetype of a character, but at the same time, it's just it feels new to me. It feels fresh in a way.
yeah,
Like, I don't,
it does.
I'm unnerved, and that don't happen a lot during anime for me. I see
I
a lot
know because you be watching horror and stuff too, so I'm just like
right.
shocked you're
It's just
actually like a nerd.
it's the small intricacies of his movement and how, like, I don't know. It's just the animation of him. I'm really a fan of. So yeah, I'm not ready for it to be gone or over yet. Just yet.
Yeah.
We still got a couple episodes.
Yeah, I mean, this episode was pretty straightforward, though. I mean, we got Genya's backstory, which was very sad, and I'm just interested to see like what happened. Like, how do we get the Genya we see now? Because they didn't show him turn into a demon or anything that wasn't covered. So I'm just really curious about that. But other than that, I mean, we see Tanjiro doing what Tanjiro does. It was just when he's to the brink, and he pulls out. I don't know, what are we even calling it? What does he pull out? Like,
The
I don't know. He just
that's that
what?
Himokage Kagura.
Yeah,
That's
it's just like when he's on the brink, he just gets good all of a sudden. So we saw that his plot armor definitely was out in full swing this week. But I feel like it was pretty straightforward. I mean, as far as this episode, I mean, anything else that you remember? I love this red sword. I just want to say that. It's so
Yeah,
cute. It's
it
nice.
was like the entire time. You know how anime. Well, they even did it in the last episode when he first attacked the three demons and cut their head off. When the anger demon saw the visage of that one Hashira behind Tanjiro.
Yeah,
I kind
I
of
like
did
when
that,
they do that. Yeah.
but I kind of did that in my own head in this episode when he was attacking them and that big ass flame came off his sword. I just saw Rengoku, the spirit of Rengoku behind him. When he was attacking, I was like, "Oh my god,
That's
he's
my
taking
baby
over the
Rengoku.
mantle!" Because he did that dragon attack, and it was just
Oh,
so flawless, and that he's all I can think of. So big shout outs to
oh my
my
heart.
homie.
Oh, don't
Yeah,
don't do
that's
it.
the sign of a good show.
I
Like, he just keeps popping up.
I think I'm gonna forever be hurt by Rengoku dying.
Yeah, the potential. I would
I
love to
like.
see him like nurture the group. Be their little actual
I
teacher.
know. I know, because it just feels like, honestly, it feels like I would low key talk about Rengoku in therapy. Like, for real.
comparing
At this
people
point, like,
to him in your
I feel like it would just like come up in my therapy session. So like, there's this character on this show, and like, I feel like I would really be talking about this shit. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna get over it, but that is true. I can see that. Like, that's so cute.
And there was,
he's like his Hashira dad.
I know, and that's why I just want somebody with that color scheme of hair. I need his little brother to come up in a demon core or something. His dad. I need one of them to show up and represent for they
yeah,
or whatever. But I do apologize to everybody for my unknown spoiler of him being Genya being the Hashira's brother, because that got revealed.
Genya is whose brother?
Genya is the Wind Hashira's brother. And
oh, he is.
Yeah,
child. Why you just spoiled it for me because I hadn't even paid no damn attention.
No, that was. I mean, that was the backstory. That was the Wind Hashira as a kid with him. Just then.
But see, my crazy ass didn't even put two and two together until you just said it.
Oh, you didn't? You just thought it was just his very oddly detailed brother.
Nah, like it could be because I had just come off watching Hell's Paradise last night, and like the guy had white hair, so it was just like this white hair guy just wasn't connected for me. Like I was like, oh, it's another white hair character, and like just me being zoned out. Like I just didn't even put two and two together. Like, oh shit, oh my god, for real? I did not even realize it.
Yeah, that was him, and it was crazy because you saw such a light-hearted version of him, you know, as a kid, and this is what made it so sad for me. It's like we're going into this, and all we ever see of Shira is him being just awful to Nezuko, like stabbing the hell out of her in that box when they first got introduced.
Yeah.
Even Genya, like we saw him, his attitude fucking problems. Tanjiro had to break his fucking arm to get him off of Nezuko.
Right.
Or no, it wasn't even Nezuko. It was the daughter of the leader or whatever. But anyway, we see them in that, but we see him in this flashback. Both of them are just so, you know, they got smiles. I didn't expect them to have so many goddamn siblings. They got this family.
Yeah, they had a lot of siblings. Yeah.
Right. They finally got rid of their dad, and so they're like, they make this pact to protect their mom and their kid and their siblings. Right before this all goes down, and the situation is just fucked. Like the mom comes back after either already being whatever, turned into a demon, comes back, kills all the brothers, about to kill him. The big brother comes in, just immediately knows what to do, tackles this demon out the window, and at the end of the day has to kill his mom because he just knows this ain't no way out of this. Like, you know, like he's not gonna talk no sense into her and come back and patch everybody up. So he kills.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Mom. And then when the brother comes back, he calls him a murderer, and like apparently, I don't know if it's an extended amount of time that he shuns them or what, but like that was just so sad. And now you see that maybe this is what turned him into this, you know, crazed asshole, because he did all that shit for nothing. Oh, it was Genya that even said the line. He was like, how do you feel when you did everything for this person and they end up immediately turning it back on you? Like, ugh, the feel.
Right. And did you go back and watch and see their response, I guess, to Tanjiro and Nezuko? Because I forgot.
Oh, I did too. I really did. But I mean,
because they're kind of like, it seems like they're kind of in the same situation then, right?
You would think, right? That he's like, oh.
I mean, in essence, it's like, yeah, your brother. Yeah, because basically his brother's a Hashira and his sibling is a demon to some capacity. I don't know what capacity, but I mean, it seems like they're kind of in the same situation. So I'm just kind of interested to see that whole part play out as well. Understand from here. I mean, we're on episode 6, and so it should be 12 episodes by the time it's all said and done. So we still have 6 more episodes to go. So there's still a lot of time for a lot of stuff to come out. So, but I definitely think from this episode on, every episode is gonna feel short because this happened last season. It feels so short, and I think it's gonna be just a cliffhanger at the end of every episode. Any prediction? You see for next week before we go on to Hell's Paradise? Anything you see coming next week? Any predictions? I don't even know. They keep throwing me off, so I have no idea what's gonna happen.
I am leaning very much into my interest in Hantangu. I think I feel like the shit's really gonna hit the fan for that fight in the next episode. That's what my spirit is telling me. To the point where we probably are gonna get Mitsuri jumping into the fight to help them.
Oh yeah, because she still ain't jumped into no fight. So it's like, you are right. Like something has to go down for her to jump in. So hey, Hood Magic said, haven't seen a new episode yet, but wanted to pop in and say what's good. I'll watch after I watch the new episode. Thank you, Hood Magic, for stopping by. We're moving on to Hell's Paradise now.
Yeah.
So Hell's Paradise has how many episodes? 7? I flew through those episodes
6?
last night.
I think it's 6 or 7.
I feel like 7 just came out on the 13th. Well, yesterday. So I watched the new episode.
Did I not see the new episode?
You didn't watch the new episode? Don't play with me.
No. Flowers and offerings.
Oh, you haven't? No. Oh my God, you have to watch.
Oh wait, yes I did. Whew. Okay, I almost got mad. Yes, I did see the episode.
I was gonna be mad because I was like, what am I supposed to say now? Because that was the one, I think that was like our chill, relaxed episode, right? Mm-hmm. Like we kind of got a breather this week in Hills. I watched them all together. I binged it, so for me, I didn't need no break, but I feel like y'all probably did. So what should we say about Hell's Paradise? So what do you think about it? Because you've been watching it more on a weekly basis, right? Have you been watching it every week?
I've watched it in 3 episodes first. I watched the first.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's a lie. I watched the first 3 episodes as they came out, and then I binged the last 4 episodes. Pretty much.
Yeah, I think this show definitely would feel better as a binge show.
Yes.
I don't know if thus far, if I watch this episodically, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know if it would just have me.
I don't blame you. While I was watching it, I went in very just open-minded because I heard a lot about it. So I didn't go into it with any crazy expectations. I just turned it on. And I wasn't drawn into it crazy from the beginning at all, really. I thought it was interesting. Like, I just wanted to see where it would go once we saw different reveals, like the man that was pretty much turning to flowers, or the elixir. I kind of wanted to see if they was going to eventually say if it was real or not, or and then as they actually got to the island to get the elixir or whatever, we started seeing these like Attack on Titan type giants, and then
that's what I was gonna say.
What's going on here? What's really going on?
That's what I was like. This feels like Attack on Titan plus Gantz plus like
Gantz.
Insert like samurai anime that I can't think of right now. It just feels like
Chainsaw Man. To be honest,
and Chainsaw Man, but it looks like Yeah, it's like all of those had a baby. There's a samurai anime I started. I can't remember the name of it. It started this spring, and I was watching it, and I want to binge that too. But it's like that show plus Attack on Titan plus Gantz plus Chainsaw Man, all together.
It's a lot, right?
All together.
So it's.
But
you want to like give just the setup of it, the story.
Which I'm kind of confused about, because I'm not gonna lie, like. This isn't anything about the show, but the first episode I was definitely like on TikTok while it was playing, because they do have the dubs out now. So I definitely watched the first 2 episodes in dub. Yeah, so I was kind of doing 2 things at once, because I mean, from what I gathered, it was just like so in the first episode they was trying to kill him, but he wouldn't die.
Yeah, Gabimaru.
And he was in trouble. Do we know what he was in trouble for?
Yeah, I think he just is like notoriously known for being a ruthless walking death essentially. It seems like all these people
Yeah,
that are um, tasked to finding this elixir on this island are all criminals, all horrible
right.
criminals, like the worst of the worst, and he is among those. So I am not 100% sure about his backstory, or if they gave that to us. Maybe I was also
I feel like
tripping
they
off
kind of were like
at
not
that point.
saying it. Yeah, I feel like they were kind of like tap dancing around it. I feel like they were giving enough. They was giving enough for you to be like, okay, yeah, he did some bad shit. Now he's on trial. But the more I watch the show, I'm like, ooh, I feel this is going away. I feel it going a certain way.
Like
And
what
now
way?
I'm like, okay, I just wanted to check in because I think he killed his wife.
Oh no. As much as he is annoying me with this goddamn get back to my wife, get back to my wife, I told my coworker, my anime coworkers, I was like, I'm not interested in this main character at all, really. Even on episode 7, like my main reason for continuing and the person that I'm the most interested in is Sagiri, the female samurai that's charged to him. She's my
Oh
interest.
yeah, we forgot to add Bleach into it. It's like Bleach had a baby too, because he's a hollow. He's a hollow.
Oh yeah,
Gamimaru is a hollow. Yeah. So
and
I think he killed his wife.
Gabimaru is a orange.
I was thinking he sounded like Renji's. I was thinking about Renji's. It's Zabimaru, but I was like,
Oh
isn't
yeah,
that
that's
Renji's?
what
When I
it
first
was.
heard it, I was like, ain't that Renji's counterpart name?
I was thinking that was my dumb ass. I'm thinking of Grimjow. I'm like, ain't Grimjow Gabimaru? No, you got it on the
Now
head.
we getting old.
We getting so
now we
old.
old. Cause I'm like, it ain't that Renji baby name. But
Zabimaru.
Zabimaru. It's so close though. But I don't know. I'm starting to think he's hollow. Like, why is he hollow? Like, they haven't explained why he's a hollow because he was raised as a shinobi, and like, I don't know. It just, I think
Well,
he
I don't
killed
think
his
they're.
wife.
I don't think he's like legit, like so straightforward, like Bleach is hollow. I think they're using the actual.
No, he's clearly not.
Right.
That's just what he thinks.
Yeah.
Well, he thinks he's hollow. He thinks he doesn't have emotions, but they're obviously repressed because as we're going on, he's feeling emotions and he's making connections.
Okay,
so
yeah.
that seems like that's what he thinks. So I'm like, why would he be in this state? I think that that's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Oh, that's what it was. Look at me. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So his parents were, I think they were like ninja or they were assassins or whatever, and they got pregnant with him, and then they decided at the moment that they got pregnant with him that they didn't want to do this anymore. They wanted to leave. They didn't want to be a part of the syndicate or whatever. So the head of it, that menacing ass gray bearded figure that be showing up every
that big ass. Yeah.
He's the one that ended up killing his parents and took the baby and was like, I'm gonna raise him. So he raised him like that. He raised him to be emotionless, to never fight someone that you're gonna like lose to. That's how that whole type of thing. He brought him up like that, and it wasn't until he got introduced to his wife where he started to experience those type of emotions and like, oh, maybe I'm not some empty thing, because she was like, if you were really empty, you would be blushing from a kiss or that type of stuff, you know.
Yeah, they're so wholesome, and I just like they keep showing me this. They keep showing us this wife, and I'm just like, I know he killed her ass.
That's
the only thing that's the only thing that makes sense. I'm sorry. Like, why would he just be here trying to be killed and then not really want?
But why would he be?
He don't even probably even remember.
To get back to her though. Oh, you saying he?
Because he don't remember doing it. Yeah, I don't think he remember killing her.
That would be some sad shit.
I don't know how it's gonna come out.
Leave that for like a season 2 reveal. Don't let them get off the island right away. Let them, because that would really gut me after 2 seasons of this nigga trying to get back home, and then he ended up being the one that killed her the whole time.
Yeah, because they don't even know if they're not sure they're dead. They don't know what's going on. So, I mean, this island is beautiful, but those like monsters are terrifying. Like, first of all, I don't know. Do you think these monsters are more terrifying than Titans?
Oh yeah, put me in Attack on Titan. because these niggas over
You want to
here.
do the Titans?
Yeah, I feel like I got a better shot with Titan. They can't use magic. There's no invincible ass deity type bitches out here just floating around. I'm good with
Oh,
Titans. I'll go into a
it's
bunker.
also giving seven deadly sins, like those big ass demon thingies. I don't know what they were, but I just remember them having them same face. Like their faces are creepy. They do look like these Taoist and Buddhist statues. Like it's it gave me flashbacks to Gantz, and ooh, that show was traumatic.
Gantz
So
probably
like,
the best comparison as a whole. Like if you're gonna compare it to just
yeah.
one anime, I would agree with Gantz. Gantz is really close.
Yeah. But they're making quick work of these statues, and then we finally get to this village where they see this little girl and what's that little tree man group?
I thought it was Groot and Sakura because in the opening, I wasn't really watching the opening the first 2 episodes, but
Not Groot and Sakura.
no, really, it was like the 3rd episode or the 4th episode. I actually watched the opening, and it was at like a campfire, and it was like kind of in the like off in the distance. I was like, "Bitch, is that Sakura? Same hairstyle and everything." It didn't process that it was
Not y'all in the
child.
comments talking about Sakura. Yeah, I didn't process that it was a child either when I watched the intro. That intro is fire though.
Yeah, it was.
Like that intro, the song is fire. The animation is fire. It looks like Chainsaw Man. Like I feel like when I watch the intro, I'll be like, this looks like Chainsaw Man. But I'm not really seeing it like in the show. Like I don't have moments where I feel like it looks like Chainsaw Man as much.
The one time, and this is why I told you that comparison the first time that I saw that scene. When they saw those two, like, what we thought were girls, and they first turned around, and they locked eyes with the camera, that gave me
it's giving power.
The whole Chainsaw Man scene. Yeah, that was Denji and Power turning to the camera and looking at you at the same time. That's what that was.
That's true. That is the one moment. What's up with those? Those they're called Tenzin. They are scary.
Yeah, because I mean, you would the only way around them is like appeasing them or something, or like maybe some kind of a tribute sacrifice. The only way out of that is some kind of an agreement. You ain't just about to go in there and brute force your way through it.
You have to appeal to them, like as gods, basically.
In some way. Because I was thinking Sakura was their daughter. What's her name? Let me stop calling her Sakura.
Her name finna be Sakura, because I don't think she got no name. She don't talk. She don't have a name.
Right.
Yeah.
Little girl.
You think that's their daughter? I don't.
Like, no, that's just the first. That, like, as soon as she popped up and we saw that she had like crazy superhuman strength, and I was just like, that's just a given. Like, oh, she's somehow
or she's like a baby Tenzin. She's like a smaller one of them, maybe.
Yeah, maybe they got bored, and that's a common trope you see with like these god-like creatures, these overpowered deities. They often get bored and they want to see, like, they want to experience maybe like what it's like to raise a child or give a being autonomy over themselves and see what happens, that type of thing, So
I mean, because they just seem like they just on the island just making out and having amazing god sex all day. I mean, that's what it seemed like. That's all they do. I mean that's what they were doing when we pulled up on them.
100%. Yeah, absolutely. And then one of them even like, pretty much, before we kill you, do you want to join? I was a little.
Which I might have been like, yeah, sure.
I mean, if I'm gonna go out anyway,
I mean, you gonna kill me anyway.
Just
let's not go out fighting.
Violent. Yeah, make it happen. Make me pass during.
Thinking about the characters that we have who are on the island, and thinking about them going up against them, I'm curious to know how this Shinobi chick is going to. Because it seemed like for me, she would take up that offer to some degree. She has this like sexual kind of undertone to her that I just feel like.
Oh, the Kunoichi.
She gonna get into trouble with them.
The other criminal.
Yeah, the other criminal.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna go not well for her.
Yeah.
So clearly, she's gonna show us. Yeah, I don't like her.
I don't really. I mean, I just wish she was a lot more. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't feel like there's a lot of depth there just yet because we don't know nothing about her. You know, she's just the sexy
Right.
kunoichi that tries to get in on her side, X, Y, and Z. Her abilities, I
Right.
guess I'm a little interested in, like when she took the old dude's glasses off so she could do her little
Which is like probably
loop
the
loop
most
tech
sexual, the most sexually charged. What do they call it? The shinobi? Because I'm
ninjutsu.
like, damn, I don't watch. Yeah, her ninjutsu has to be the most sexually charged innuendo power I ever seen.
Like
I
now
don't
that
even
Kanata
know.
is coming out your pores.
I'm
Like
just like, well,
chill,
she drank the stuff, and
chill.
then all this like lubricant came off of her. Like, how is she killing
It's
these
one of
people?
3 substances.
I'm trying to figure out, how do you think she's killing people? Because it's how she kills people.
I don't know. The first thing I thought of was just like slick. Like I was like, is this just some way that you not get pinned down? Because that would fit. That would scan with your
Oh,
personality.
yeah.
But it also could be like maybe like Alien Queen from My Hero Academia. It could be acid. You know.
Yeah. I was thinking
Um,
maybe acid. Or she
but
like,
but
I was even thinking on even the weirder side, like it digests people almost.
like if you get covered in it or something.
Yeah, like if it gets on you, like acid kind of in that way, like it
Mm-hmm.
like digests people, because you don't see bodies, like, because they were like, what happened to the body or something like that. But
I mean,
she knew the guy. They only eat dead bodies, and they were like, how do you know? Because she killed the guy, so clearly she doesn't make the bodies disappear. So I'm just not sure. It's just weird.
until they tell me exactly what it is, it's KY to me.
It looked like KY. It definitely. I mean, it also looked a little jizzy. It looked a little jizzy. I'm sorry. I
Little
tried
Gen
not to
Z.
see it.
It looked a little
It
Gen Z.
it looked a little bukkake-ish.
Oh my god. I mean, we can't put it past some of
Right.
these manga sources because there's some wild stuff out here in these. Have you ever heard of what is it? Fire Punch? Fire Punch Man? Or
No.
is it just called Fire Punch? It's
No.
I hear it's like I hear it's really disturbing. Like the
Ugh.
I see it all over Viz when I'm trying to get caught up on my manga for the week.
Remind me not to watch it. But I'm
Yep,
just
it's
I'm
called
just
Fire
even
Punch. I heard it's crazy as hell.
I'm just thinking about how much in this show already we keep seeing saliva, and they're just like really obsessed with like lubricants and saliva. I don't know what that is, but I've noticed it like 3 times now. Like when those two beings were like making out, when the one lady was eating a peach, who like to
Oh
seduce
yeah.
the men. Like I'm like a spit I don't like saliva. Like it's a thing. So like it really bothers me. So I feel like I notice it every time I see it. So I'm just saying. It almost took me out. But I'm just curious. This show feels fresh in a way though. Even though it calls on other anime I've seen, it feels like something I haven't seen. And in that way, it's intriguing enough for me to I really want to know where are they? What's up with this island? Can they really get off the island? Like, are these really gods that they're dealing with, or is this like, what is your theory about this? Because they keep saying like, are these really gods, or like they seem a little off? So what do you think is the real situation with this island?
It's hard. It's hard to say with so much supernatural influences going on here. You know what I mean? Like it's so left field with everything that keeps happening. Like I'm not understanding these butterflies that sting you and turn you into flowers. I was like, so is that what the whole thing was about? But I'm like, no, because that's just one insect in this whole massive oh wait, actually no, we did find out what was it about the flowers. The elixir is powered by the people turned into flowers. That's where the life force is coming from. That was revealed.
Yeah. And that ability to regenerate is almost like a plant-like ability. Like they were saying, the Tenzin can't die, I think, because they have access to the elixir. So
Yeah.
like when they slash that one, they regenerated, but it looked like branches and stuff like that.
So you think maybe if you like destroy the source, like if you destroy all of the bodies that are mingled up in those flowers and everything, that you would like cut off the source of their energy,
Mm,
could be killed. I think that might be something.
maybe, but then like, how would you take that? Like, how would you take that and give it to somebody or find it? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I feel like it's still an elixir. Like I feel like it's still like maybe because they're plants, maybe they like
mm,
they
like the nectar.
produce they produce the actual elixir, but it's still maybe like tied to it in some way to the source. So if you were to destroy the large ass collection of people plants, that maybe you would
Right.
have a fighting chance to get rid of them. That could be a way to.
It's very
Yeah.
strange, but it's also given. Not only do they call them like Buddhists and Taoists with the monsters, but it's definitely also giving like biblical, like Judeo-Christian imagery with like this garden that this like angelic being guards. So it's also giving that. So I'm just like wondering, like, do you have to eat something from that tree? Like, do you have to, like, if you wanted it, would you have to eat one of them people?
Okay, calm down, Bree. You over here joining their group over here
I'm
eating
just
people.
saying, like,
They
it
had enough
sounds
eating. They've been eating for a while before,
like you gotta eat because they
before them
did put
people
some
got
kind of
there.
seed in their mouth, right?
A seed in their mouth.
Like when we first run up on the 210s and they like put something in their mouth and then they were like making out.
Oh, I didn't. I don't think
It
I
was like it
remember
looked like a
seeing.
seed. It looked like a peach, like a pit, almost like that.
I'm about to look at it now.
Yeah, they was out there getting it in, but it started with them eating something and then like making out while
Oh
eating
yeah,
it.
they was eating that. They was eating that peach.
Was it a peach?
I don't think I.
I didn't
Yeah,
see
it
no
was a
peach.
little
I
peach.
just saw the middle. I
Yeah,
just saw
she
it.
bit into it. It was like a peach slash coconut. Oh wait, yeah, I do see it now. Jesus, they really going at it.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
dang, they really are. Like
They was
I
really
forgot
getting
how
it in. Like
intense it was.
the blonde hair one
Yeah,
was
but
so
they
over
took a
it.
bite. Yeah, he definitely was. The pink hair, she was down
Yeah.
she was
She was
down
like,
to
I'm just here for a
clown
good
downtown.
time. Yeah, I'm just here for a good time.
But yeah, so they bit into the peach. It kind of like gushed water, like a coconut kind of has water in
So
it, and
much
then
sexual
they made
innuendo.
out, and they was like
Right.
swirling the little seed around each other's mouth. But they don't really do anything with that. Like maybe it was just a, maybe it was even just a piece of the peach that. Actually, that's what it
It
looks
looked like
like.
a
It looks
seed.
like just
Oh,
a
it looked like a
peach.
piece of it. I
It kind of
thought it was,
yeah, it just looks like the
or
peach,
maybe I'm thinking
piece
about
of
the
peach that he.
opening. Because in the
No,
opening, I think it had.
I'm literally watching that scene right now. And that looks like just the flesh of the peach. I don't think it's nothing.
Oh,
It's just trying to
okay.
look
Maybe
like
I could be
sexual.
thinking about the opening. Because in the opening, they do that too, but they get closed up in the flower. Like in the opening, you see the two of them and they're like laying in this whatever. They're laying there and they do something to make out. And then the red flower closes like around them. So I don't know.
Okay, I'm seeing them. They're just cuddling. They spooning.
Yeah.
When the flower gets closed up, they're just spooning.
Yeah, they spooning. So I'm like, I don't know. I think it's something. I'm curious to see, but I'm like, it's about to be a whole bunch of death. I actually am enjoying the gore in this show, which is shocking because I'm not really a gory person. But I feel like I've been watching a lot of like shonen lately and just like chill stuff. So seeing some like the stakes are high. I mean, I feel like they just killing people in this show. Like that little redheaded dude who kind of looked like what he looked kind of like Renji a little bit. It's giving Renji. I didn't expect him to die.
No, I didn't. He seemed real cool, calm, and collective. But that giant said, "Sir, what did you think he was doing?
He seemed
I'm hungry."
That's what I'm saying. He seemed important because he was like talking to the chick all the time, who I feel like she really is the main character. But he was talking to her, so he just seemed like he was important. And they killed his ass like it was nothing. But I feel like I agree with you in the sense that she feels like she's the main character to me. Like, I
Oh,
don't think this
see,
guy is actually the main character.
now I'm watching the intro again on mute.
Uh-huh.
And
Let me watch
there's
the
one
intro.
scene where his wife is like kneeling down and she leans up, and then she gets closed in a room by all these closing doors that
Oh
have
yeah, that part.
it looks like all like the flowers and the trees and stuff from the island they're on. So now that got me thinking how she could be
Ooh.
intertwined with the island.
Hold on, let me see. How did okay. Because now I want to see that. So what do you think from that? What is your theory?
So like you see her like lean her head up or whatever, and she's like smiling, and then the camera zooms out and she gets closed behind like several doors that are bitch. And what was that transition? Okay, now I'm about to analyze this
Okay.
this intro.
Hold on, let me catch up. What's up with it?
Okay, so
Okay.
it's at 122. Skip to 122.
On the last episode?
Just on
Episode
any of
7?
the. Well, yeah, I'm on episode 6 specifically.
Oh, okay, I'm on 7. Hold on. Let me go to 6 so the timestamp will be the same because you know it ain't the same.
Okay.
So what timestamp?
122.
Okay. This map intro is like, I loved it. Okay.
Yeah, and this is like Mappas is also never mind. We'll get there. I'm jumping ahead.
Okay. Now what now? Okay.
So you see at 122 where she's just in the room and then the doors start closing as the camera zooms out.
Oh,
it
yeah.
looks like the type out the it looks like the
island.
person said your audio is real. You talking about my audio or yours?
It's probably mine because I was playing that clip, but I already played it. Let me turn it off. You know, when I start playing it, my audio gets kind of weird. So. Okay, it's off now.
Yeah.
So is my audio back? It should be back now.
Yeah, as the doors were closing, it looks like the trees and the flowers and stuff from the island. And it was like, I'm just trying to see what the symbolism could be there. And it looks like she's either being like trapped or either trapped or she has a background part to play in all of this. Like, I mean, she without the scar, I ain't gonna lie. She
kind of looked like one of them.
She looks like she could be one of them. Exactly.
Oh, she do. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking because even her hairstyle, because the Tenzin, I think was what they call themselves, look a lot to me like Power on Chainsaw Man, just because I think the style is kind of similar. When I saw her, I also thought she kind of had that look about her, and she does have that kind of hair color to her. So maybe she is one of those. That would be interesting. That would be interesting.
I just want to know. Now you just want
to know. I'm like, that's when I'm gonna be like, I had to go read the manga. I had to go look. I had to go see. Look, we're holding out for Demon Slayer. So at this point, I'm not gonna promise y'all I'm not gonna go ahead and read spoilers for Hell's Paradise. I really don't even care. Because I'm like, there's only so much you can ask of me. I'm not looking at spoilers for Demon Slayer. I don't know what y'all want me to do. So I gotta play sleuth and detective on Demon Slayer every week. I kind of just want to know what I'm about to see on this show because it's very intriguing. It's very different, but it also familiar at the same time. So I'm just kind of like, what's gonna happen? But anything else you want to mention about Hell's Paradise before we move on to just kind of the two? I think we're watching two different shows, but we are watching Campfire. But I just started it, so we'll move to that one next. But anything else about Hell's Paradise? You recommend it?
I definitely recommend it. I think that it does mystery well. It definitely because like I said, it took me quite a minute to actually get into these characters. As far as characters that I'm like invested in or interested in, it's really limited to Sagiri. I like the dark-haired girl that I guess people thought was a boy during the show. I'm interested in her backstory, the mountain girl. And then I am interested in the two brothers. The brother with the blonde,
But didn't they just die?
I'm hoping not, because I feel like they just did. But I'm hoping they didn't, because I really just had got into them, and during that, like before that episode. and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
we show up and they get obliterated. So I don't know.
I wonder if it ends up being like a test, though. I mean, they could survive if they get thrown in there and then they see kind of what happens to them. So if I mean, it's possible the blonde hair one is definitely not gonna survive. If it's some kind of test of, purity or your heart, he ain't gonna make it. But maybe the dark hair brother will make it.
Oh yeah, the one that's a little bit more soft spoken.
Yeah. So he might make it.
Yeah, but those are the only four that I'm really like I really care anything about.
Yeah.
And I really like.
I recommend it too.
Because his fight scenes are pretty good, so he's there for my fight IQ.
Right. I like the little effects they have on his powers or whatever. It's really nice. But no, I recommend it too. It definitely. I mean, at this point in the season, I think you can watch it and get like pulled in. Like if it was a couple episodes back, like if it was, I see why Twan kind of was like, if it was like only 3 episodes in, I probably wouldn't feel strong enough yet to be like, you should watch it. But there are enough episodes out now where it would definitely pull you in, and you'll fly through all of those. And now we're at a point where we just get a little breather before everything goes down. So definitely check out Hell's Paradise. I don't know if it's deserving of all the hype it's getting yet.
Yeah,
I will say in Chainsaw Man at this point in the season, we already knew why it was hype. I feel like I felt that at this point. But we gonna see. So the next anime we'll move on to is this has such a long name. What's the whole name, Twan? Because I'm be like, what is the name of this long?
In another world with my absurd skill. Another.
Well, I have to go ahead and type that. So go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and tell the people about it. Why I type it the long ass.
That's every isekai nowadays. I got a job at a cafe because I just got fired from being part of the Demon Team's army, but I get put as a part-timer and I can't pay my bills. Season 1.
Right. I hate these. I hate these long names. I just call slime.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that time I got reincarnated as a slime. That was already too long for me.
Or some people try to turn these paragraphs into acronyms. So like slime, people call slime titty grass. Because that's the acronym for that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Titty grass.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad. But if it doesn't work out, then I'm just gonna call this Campfire Cooking. That's gonna be what this is called.
I feel like that's what the fandom is called anyway.
Okay.
All of this. But
I did watch episode 1. So yes, tell the
This is Mappa's first isekai, if I'm correct. Is this? Yeah, this is Mappa's first isekai.
Y'all send out prayers to Mappa's staff, because I don't know.
Oh,
they gotta be locked in the studio. They got to be. They can't be leave. They can't leave.
They're doing this and Vinland Saga right now, currently.
And they did Hell's Paradise.
Oh yeah, they're doing Hell's Paradise, yeah.
And they did Chainsaw Man. Like, God.
They really are pumping out. They are putting, but like they produce it because I just adore this show at this point in time right now. Like it ain't slime to me, but for what it is, it's a nice, easygoing watch. Essentially this guy along with 3 other people from Earth gets reincarnated into this world. All 4 of them just immediately accept it. Like they just take it for what it is. I believe our main character, Makoto, he is aware of like anime and isekais and all that type of stuff. So he just gets right. He's like, okay, we're a hero. What's my power? So they go around, they scanning everybody. One dude's a swordsman, another one's like a cleric, I guess, and another one's a magician. This man gets one unique skill called grocery list or online grocery shopping,
which had me dying. That was his power. Online groceries.
I can't fly. I can't wield no holy weapons. My unique skill in a world of endless possibilities is online shopping. I instantly got pissed for him. And from like that moment, I was fully wrapped up in this show from the moment I heard the name of his skill. Because I just had to see how this is going to turn out? Like, it's the isekai. Of course, there's
Yeah.
gonna be action. There's gonna be all this stuff. I'm like, but how we get there?
How do we get here? I mean, no, I've watched the first episode and I thought that was a cute premise. Like, there's a lot of people who are over isekais. Like, low
And I don't
key,
blame them. I don't blame them.
I'm low key. Yeah, I'm not really into the isekai now, but this was a cute idea because I like slice of life. Like, I feel like I consume it enough to say it's one of my favorite genres. I'm not really watching a lot of action-packed stuff like that, for real. But I kind of like the laid-back vibes of it, but just the power of online groceries, I think, is his power. You'll be like, what does that even mean? And just like watching him discover that, the way I was laughing, I don't know why it tickled me. Like, it was like a regular website. Like, he was just ordering shit from like,
and it's not even
the
like
convenience
unlimited.
store.
He has to pay for it too.
Yeah,
Like,
you still got to pay for it.
But it's just the way
Yeah.
they navigate, giving us what we want from it. So essentially, he gets given the skill, and he kind of realizes this actually is a pretty good skill when you really think about it, when you really break it down. But the royal people, they look a little shady. They look like they might be into some kind of BS, and he doesn't want to get in a situation where he's going to be used or take advantage, because he's like, I'm not a hero with this skill. I can't be out here battling demons and stuff like that. So I'm a bounce. So he decides to leave, which was just nice. And he kind of gets stopped.
He really did get the hell on. He really did get the hell on too. It
Yeah,
wasn't
he
like
wasn't
2
trying to-
episodes later. Like, he left for real.
Immediately. Like, they had
like
a
the same
meeting,
episode.
and they gave him 20 gold coins, and because
Right.
they thought his power was BS, it was like, yeah, go on about your business.
Yeah.
But couldn't be more wrong, because eventually he meets up with his team so he can get escorted to outside of their borders. So they're not really letting people live, because I think they're about to start declaring war on different countries. So he doesn't want to be caught up, nor the other people that's just there to fight monsters. They don't want to get caught up in some kind of war. So he has to get some escorts, and on the way he agrees to cook for them if they can escort him. So what I love about this is you got to put your headspace in the headspace of these people. They eat dried meats and stale bread.
Right.
Very
No
little
seasoning. Like, seasoning is not a thing
at all. And
right.
so he pulls up his little handy dandy. He also has like item boxes and another skill that he can put unlimited things in, and it keeps it like kind of freezes time so they don't spoil everything. So he goes and makes them their first little lunch, and it's just a little instant ramen, right? The way these people flip they shit over this food, and what cracked me up was when he was like gushing over it, and he's like trying to hide the instant packets in the back.
Yeah, like even with this the ginger sauce.
It was so cute. It is cute. It's so wholesome, but I just love their reactions to it, and he really starts to monopolize this ability in ways that are just really serving him in the long run, because he eventually attracts the attention of Fenrir, which is this legendary beast that was like, feed me. He just kept feeding him, give me more food, and he eventually was like, you know what, I'm gonna be your familiar, and as long as you feed me 3 times a day, I'm going to essentially, be your attack dog, kind of,
Right. And he's huge.
He's
like
huge.
Shishomaru's demon form.
Love him. Love the design of it. It's just so good. I love his voice. I love the voice actor of him.
Right. It's really cute. I've enjoyed the little episodes. I'm low key, high key. I'm trying to make that pork with the cabbage.
We didn't
so
even
we gotta go. No, we gotta go. I gotta go to a little store and get some of that ginger sauce. Cause the way they was eating that ginger, it was boar, but he said like pork. So I guess you would fry the pork with the ginger sauce and then put a little cabbage on the side. I was like, man, the way I'm trying to make me some of that real quick.
Every meal, and it's like with Mappa doing this now, every time he pulls out his little handy dandy stove, right, and he goes to cook something, it's like a fight scene just starting Attack on Titan. Like the animation just immediately gets taken up to another grade.
It's like Food Wars for sure.
Oh,
Like it
right.
reminds me of Food Wars. Yeah, like the
But it's not
quality of it.
so they don't hammer it as far as every single intricate step and all this stuff. It's really like you watching a 2-minute video on YouTube how to cook this,
Yeah,
but they still
yeah.
give you the great animation of him slicing the beef. Like when he sliced the steak, I could have sworn I was like, bitch, did they just switch into CGI for this man
Yeah,
to
when he was
cut
cutting
this
that pork,
steak?
oh, it looks so good. It looks like such high quality meat. Like I feel like this show is gonna make me try some of these recipes.
Yeah, I'm already
I
like,
think I'm going to.
yeah, there's a couple of stuff I wanted to try my damn self. And I'm not a huge fan of, in a lot of Japanese cuisine, they love the runny
Yeah,
egg. They love just putting just a little bit of
yeah,
egg swirling around
yeah.
and
Some of it is
egg
not
being a
cute for me.
sauce. Right. But
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. When he did that snake, oh, I don't know if you got there yet, but he did a
I
dish.
haven't, but it's fine. I'll be on the lookout
Oh,
for it.
when he did a dish where he cut up some snake into some cubes and then did this type of he like simmered it with some egg, put the top on it, and then cracked another fresh egg over it just to let it cook just a little bit, and did it on some rice. That shit looks so fucking good. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm trying to train myself in the idea of an egg as like somebody's sauce, and I'm gonna try it.
Right.
I'm gonna try this. I really am.
I mean, I guess it's like hollandaise.
Yeah, no, really. And I do like
Yeah.
pork. What is it, tonkatsu? With the
Oh
egg
yeah.
over the
If it's like fried, is
breaded.
it fried?
Yeah,
pork?
it's fried.
Yeah.
Pork and
Okay.
then
Yeah.
egg on
Yeah.
top of that.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Hot
had
soup.
that
Yeah.
before, and that was really good. I did like that, so I don't feel like it's gonna be too big of a leap. I'm gonna try it.
They gonna put some eggs and some stuff. They gonna put some eggs in everything. They put eggs in their natto. They put eggs in their ramen. Like it's just eggs and everything. So I don't know. It might, but that might be a cute little fun project this summer. Cook some stuff from this show.
And also,
That might be a cute little thing.
can we talk about the sound effects once again? Because in this show, when he is scraping, he makes some butterfly chicken, right, and he fries it in panko, and he drags the butter knife across. And when I tell you, I had to put on my good headphones for that. Like I took out my Bluetooth, and
We need like the muffled ones.
yes, I because my Bluetooth for some reason won't attach on my computer, or I do it. I went from my computer to my phone just to put my headphones and hear it in its proper glory. These people are really cooking this food. I refuse to believe.
You
that
know, I'm about to
cooking
say
this food.
somebody somewhere is cooking. The
And they
way
got
the
the
sizzle
microphone
is,
right up to it.
yeah.
They got the
I mean, this is
microphone
basically like ASMR. I mean, food porn, anime. It's
Yeah.
cute. Like I'm glad you recommended it because like I'm halfway through the second episode, I think,
But
or maybe
for the
like the
people,
beginning of the second episode.
for the people that aren't just fully into the whole slice of life aspect, though, I think they do a good job of like balance. It's not like crazy animated fight scenes or anything like that, but they still give you the whole dungeon crawler aspect, I guess, when eventually you realize that his food starts giving people buffs, and you start thinking about the implications of that. Like I immediately was like,
it's
oh, this
Final
man really
Fantasy.
don't want to get caught like this, because if he gets like an army or somebody figures out his ability, like they could just put him in a situation where he's just throwing out, like he has to cook for like a whole army.
Right.
And that's
He
not
already cooking for what's his name? What is the mystical beast that he links up with? What's his name?
his actual name is Fenrir, but his name that he gets is Fail.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, he already got to feed him 3 times a day. So that will be a lot because he eats a lot. I'm like looking at this in the bag. I'm like, is that salmon? Okay. Anything else to say? So this is highly recommended as well. Once again, Twan's farther into it. How many episodes are you now?
Right now I'm at episode 7. Yeah, I'm at episode 7, and it's 12 episodes for the first season that's out.
Okay. So I'm on episode 2. Twan's on episode 7. I recommend it. I watched 1. It pulled me in enough. It made me laugh. It's chill. I like the vibes. It's very well animated. So we recommend this one as well for people who don't maybe want gore of Hell's Paradise. So it's something for everybody this season. Which brings me to the last one that we both haven't watched. This. I think we both. Was there something else you watched? Or was that it?
What else? I watched. I also watched another. I watched another isekai too. And give me 1 second because that one has an even longer name.
Oh Lord!
Than this one does.
Well, while you're finding that one,
I found it. It's I got a cheat skill in another world and became unrivaled in the real world too.
I thought about that, but I was like, this title is too long. I already know. I was like, I'm not about to do it. I'm checking out. I just started one called A Galaxy Next Door. It's a romance sci-fi anime, so I'm curious to see where it goes. I'm very hopeful already because it seems like my main characters are a little older. But if y'all don't follow me on TikTok, I made a whole TikTok about how I like nowadays when I'm watching romantic anime and stuff, I like for my main characters to be out of high school. I mean, if there's room for them to smash, great. I don't need to see it, but I just want to know it's happening. So the fact that they're adults makes me happy because I just feel like it can be like we don't have to do that whole puppy love back and forth kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm already hopeful because they're a little older. It's about a guy, his parents died, so he's taking care of his two younger siblings who are still in school. And he's a manga artist, and he basically is looking for help with his manga to meet a deadline and stuff like that. And so he hires this girl who is a princess. And I don't know if she's from another country or another realm. Based off the name of the show, she might be from another realm, but we don't know yet. But she's very talented. She comes to help him with his manga, and it seems like they're gonna fall in love, like it's a love story. So I'm very hopeful. It looks very well animated. The characters are likable. It's not over gratuitous with comedic relief moments. So I'm enjoying it so far. I'm on episode 2. I wanted to watch more, but it was late. By the time I watched all of Hell's Paradise, all this other stuff, all the other stuff in between, it was late. But I'm enjoying it so far, so I don't have too much to say about it. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think I'm at this point in my life, I kind of know very quickly if I'm gonna be into a romantic anime, and I'm into this right now. It looks very good, so I'm gonna recommend it. I'm gonna be watching that one, so I'll keep y'all posted on if I dropped it or kept it. But right now, I'm intrigued. I like it, so that's one I'm watching. But you can go ahead and tell us about the other one you were watching with the long ass name.
Oh.
How many episodes did you watch?
I've watched all the episodes that are available, which is currently 6. And honestly, this one I would recommend before the Campfire Cook.
Oh, really?
To be honest, just because I love the animation of this show, like from end to end, I really love. The only thing that is a little jarring is they do the thing that we argued about we didn't like about Nier, how this guy essentially splits his time in 2 different worlds. He gets access to this world in his grandfather's house that he left him when he died. And in this world, whenever he goes into the woods, really, when he goes outside of his house in that other world, it turns into CGI. And I just don't see the point of it. Like I have yet to see the real need for it to switch the animation. I just don't. But
are they supposed to be is it supposed to be like a signal to the viewers that he's in a different place?
But that's the thing, because even sometimes when he goes to the other world and he's just in his house, they keep it 2D. So it's not like he crosses the threshold and then immediately goes into. Honestly, I would prefer that because it would set a more precedent as to why they're
doing it. Oh, so it's just anytime he's outside.
Yeah, it kind of, that's the feel I'm getting so far. Anytime he like ventures into a fight in this other world, that's when it kind of goes into CGI, but it still feels like these fights would be the same, if not better, in 2D. So I say I love the animation because I do like when he's in the normal world and they give these shots of some of the girls, his love interests, or him in general. I just love the sheen of it all. It gives me very high quality in those aspects. But then when it switches over to the CGI, kind of is a little jarring. So I can't fault him for not liking that. But I think
Yeah.
the story is like it's a combination of lookism, which we both love. Like it's lookism and then elements of like solo leveling, because when he gets over to this
Okay.
place, he essentially has to get accustomed to these weapons and all the stuff that he was left, and he carries these over into the real world, which is just fun when he
Is this
starts
based
narrating.
off of manhwa?
I don't know. I
Hmm.
would not be shocked if it was. I'm about to look it up now though, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Yeah, because if you say it reminds you of lookism and solo leveling, then maybe it is. It might be a manhwa or the original story, maybe. Let me see.
Oh, yep. It began as a web novel.
It
Absolutely.
begins as a,
Which is
okay.
not, yeah, it's not surprising to me though, because
Yeah, I'm
it
like
gives good vibes.
it makes you think of that. It's interesting that manhwa kind of even has still its own style, even when it is made into an anime. You can still kind of tell that it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I just realized one of my favorite shows, Natsume, has a new episode out. Or is this just like a
Natsume.
TV channel? Because this is my shit. Hold on, y'all. Wait, one minute. One little second. Okay.
Eugene Cho?
Okay, now they're just showing it. Yeah, I think they're just showing it. I guess they just have like, oh, they're dubbing it now. I see. Okay. Yeah, I just had it. Yeah,
Oh, I
Natsume,
hate that.
Eugene Cho.
I hate that so much when you get excited because you see new episode and it's just a dub.
I mean,
version, putting it
it's
on
all
old
this show
episodes.
already has like 1 million episodes, like low key. I'm not even gonna hold you, like, but I love Natsume Eugene Cho. Like that's one of the ones I always say. It's very relaxing. It's in that genre where it's the healing anime. It's in that genre, so it's very like problem solve it. He sees spirits, and he's the only one who can see them, and so he helps them kind of go to the light, or he solves their problems so they can move on. It's very wholesome. It's cute. So that's like one of my favorites, and it's
A
like
lot
1
of the
million
time,
episodes.
a lot of the times when I see like show, I guess I don't want to be disrespectful to some of the great sidekicks out there, but when I see like the mascot for the show, like in Campfire Cooking, it's Fenrir,
Right.
and Chainsaw Man, Kuchita. And then I just looked
Yeah.
at this show, the thumbnails, and I see the little cat with like the
Yeah.
half orange,
He's
half
so
black.
funny.
And
Yeah.
I'm never really immediately drawn to the still images of these fantastical creatures. Like I kind of really, I have to see their personality or have to hear their voice to really be on board,
Yeah.
And that was the same for everybody. Like I thought Puccini was cute or whatever, but I wasn't head over heels until I actually saw it animated.
Yeah. And then like to what degree does
I'm
it? Because
just-
even with Pochta, I mean, we don't really see Pochta instead of like one episode, and we don't get to hear a voice really either. Oh, he did talk though that one time, which was, oh my god, wholesome. And then in this
Just
show,
their interactions with them too, because we saw the
yeah,
way that he cared for them and everything, and how they was fighting for each other, and all the sweet ways they grew up together, eating jelly on toast. Hello. Oh, it's breaking up.
yeah, and in this show, the cat is.
Ooh, Bree, I'm not hearing nothing.
Back with
It's like I hear like every other word. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a every other day occurrence. Technical issues we cannot be control of. Get you back?
hello, I'm back. No, I'm not. Am I back? I'm not. I'm not back.
Well,
Am I
yeah,
there?
I hear you more clearly now.
Oh, it's like deciding what it want to do. It's like it's
Yeah,
going in and out.
it was very digitized for a
Oh,
good
okay.
minute.
Okay.
But
Well,
I can hear you
I'll
now.
take because this gonna do it again because I already know what that means. I'm gonna take that hint. We gotta start. Y'all notice the show's been like an hour and 30 minutes because I swear to God, this internet over here, it give me like an hour and 30 minutes. And after an hour and 30 minutes, it'd be like, it'd be in and out. It'd be in and out. But don't worry, guys. We'll be back to, being on camera and stuff like that. Hopefully, I'll be home in another, like, it's not like tomorrow or anything, but I'm so ready to be back. I miss being on camera, miss seeing Twan on camera with me. So we'll be back to that. But no, I was just saying, and not to make the cat is a god. So he's a comedic relief in the show.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty much it.
Awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't finished the Ice Guy and his cool female coworker because I caught up on all the episodes and then I haven't watched the last batch, so I'm gonna finish all those. I wanted to binge it, so I'll kind of recommend that after I'm done, see where it goes, because that's a romance anime as well. But that's pretty much it. Any final thoughts?
This weekend, I don't know, I just had the anime bug bite me and I was just on down a rabbit hole, but Tears of the Kingdom came out, Breath of the Wild, that came out on Friday, and that is what I will be doing for the next 14 hours.
I was gonna say it has a chokehold on my oldest. That's all she's been doing for like since it came out.
It's good. Oh my god!
I haven't seen. I'm not really into it, but
they basically tripled the size of the map. Essentially.
Oh Lord. Like, I might not see it for like she was still playing Breath of the Wild the day before she got this game. I might not see her the rest of her childhood years.
You might not. She gonna be graduating before you get a glimpse. It's just so good. Girl.
Yeah, I eat up the last couple weeks of her childhood playing this game. Yeah. Okay. Well, all my anime croc charms came in. I'm gonna be getting some more. I'm gonna have to put a picture up of all of these, Jibbits croc charms. I got a bunch of them in, so I'm gonna be putting pictures of those up, and I think I might start selling them in the store. I'm not sure. I got some for DreamCon, but I got those. So a lot of y'all faves, your favorite characters, I got those in. So I'm very excited about that. I'm also taking a course right now, so yeah, I don't be around, but yeah, I don't know. That's it for this episode of Otaku Talk. We'll be back next Sunday. Hopefully, the way this internet acting, I don't know, but hopefully we'll be back. But I enjoyed y'all Sunday, this episode. My next stream will be on this channel again until next Sunday. But if you follow my second channel, Kawaii Can't Relate, I usually go live on Mondays and Friday, just some whatever we talk about for anime. So, but that's pretty much it. So, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening, and don't forget to keep it cute. All right, bye.
Bye.